With the stock market continuing to set new all-time highs and the crypto market also close to setting new highs, there are many experts calling for one of the biggest crashes in world history coming any day. Cathie Wood believes that this bull market in crypto and stocks will not end until 2026. So why would this be? Well, in a recent conference, she explained that the market's going to be powered up by the 70 million strong millennial army. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the key takeaways from the SALT conference with Cathie Wood, which I'll link to below. So we'll be looking at why the market will not be crashing anytime soon. Cathie shares her thoughts on what's going on in China now with this latest crypto ban. And to finish, she was asked the question, what is her favorite crypto? And her answer just might surprise you. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. Always appreciated. Okay, so there's a growing number of people out there calling for a big crash anytime soon. Robert Kiyosaki, Harry Dent, Jeremy Grantham, just to name a few. Yet Cathie Wood believes that we have got years left in this bull market. So what does she know that the others don't? Well, let's find out.
Well, we just learned from Jolene Caruso that millennials are 70 million strong in our economy and now bigger than the baby boomers as a demographic. And I'm going to harken back to Stan Salvigsen. Most of you won't remember who he was. He made one very important call in the early 80s. He said, baby boomers are going to be the reason that the equity market goes up for the next 20 years. It was a brilliant call. He's no longer with us. We're in the echo now. And I do believe that both crypto and the equity markets are going to be powered by millennials. In fact, Tom Lee at Fundstrat, he has done the arithmetic the way that Stan did. And I think he says this bull market will not end at least until 2026, and maybe not until 2038 when the number of millennials peaks out there.
So, contrary to popular belief, Cathie Wood is on the side of the research done by Tom Lee of Fundstrat. Because of the 70 million strong millennial army, stocks and crypto will continue to be powered up to new all-time highs all the way to at least 2026. Next up, we have all the craziness happening in China right now. We had Evergrande, one of the largest property developers, almost going bust and sending ripples across the world, to the latest crypto bans. Now, as based on the current growth trend, China is on track to become the next world's largest economy. So it's always good to keep track on what is going on. Take a look.
I think there's something going on there socially that the government is very worried about. Many of the same things that the rest of the world is worried about, whether it's the divide between the rich and the poor. I saw today Evergrande. There are protests around the Evergrande offices because the wealth management products that weren't highly regulated are not paying interest or not paying back and so forth. So I think there's social unrest taking place there. And that's why common prosperity has become the rallying cry, and hostage to capital has also become a rallying cry. So I don't think it's a very friendly place for capital now. The other thing that I think is, and we've seen this in the crypto space, by shutting open source movements down, which is what they're doing.
Right.
All open source movements, no. I think this is going to give the U.S. a competitive advantage. So we have allocated more of our innovation assets here in the U.S. because of what's happening. China was going to be one of our biggest competitors. We saw them in the AI space, making the league tables in chips. I'm not so sure. I think they have to do some house cleaning right now that we probably do not understand all the causes, but I think there's social unrest. That would be my guess.
So essentially what China are doing are shutting down any open source initiatives. So any software that's open to the public. So it's a bit of a strategic gamble. If it works out, then they'll have a competitive advantage over the rest of the world and full control over everything they do. If it doesn't, then this will give the US the competitive advantage, and Cathie thinks that this is going to lead to social unrest in the country. Okay, to finish up, she was asked what is her favorite cryptocurrency. And as we know, for a long time, this was just Bitcoin. But this is starting to change. Check it out.
That is becoming a harder and harder question to answer. I think I'd default still to Bitcoin because countries are now deeming it legal tender, and we haven't even put that into our thinking. Ether, however, is seeing an explosion in developer activity thanks to NFTs and DeFi. I'm fascinated with what's going on in DeFi, which is collapsing the cost of the infrastructure for financial services in a way that I know that the traditional financial industry does not appreciate right now. So it does have to move from proof of work to proof of stake. That transition is underway and seems to be taking hold. So here's how I'll answer that question. Our confidence in Ether has gone up dramatically as we've seen the beginning of this transition from proof of work to proof of stake. We'd still probably do 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ether.
Cathie Wood believes, contrary to popular belief, there is no crash coming to the crypto or stock market anytime soon. In fact, not for at least another 5 years. This is mainly due to the echo boom following the baby boomers, which is a 70 million strong army, which is going to pick up the slack and power the markets higher. China is playing a risky game banning all open source innovation, and whether this turns out to be a winning or losing strategy may determine whether they become the world's largest economy. And once a bit of a Bitcoin maximalist, Cathie Wood is now getting more bullish on Ethereum, and she's now recommending a 60-40 split between Bitcoin and Ethereum as a good crypto allocation for investors. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now, I do have another video coming out tomorrow, as Kevin O'Leary from the hit TV show Shark Tank has revealed that there could be trillions of dollars coming into the crypto market, which was too good not to share. For now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then click below and join us. Got some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.